So let's do this. Let's switch gears. We're going to go from the horror universe all the way over to the Marvel universe. We're going to head over to geekosity.com, Mikey Sutton's Geekosity. Andrew Garfield to fight Venom and the Amazing Spider-Man 3. If you don't want spoilers, go ahead, hop off, because this is a spoiler story. But at this point, it's like Andrew Garfield's back. It's common knowledge. It's common knowledge that Sony and Disney are doing this whole multiverse thing with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, with Spider-Man No Way Home, with this multiverse saga. Like, it's very, like, come on. It's obvious that, that we're doing this here. So Andrew Garfield is to fight Venom, or could return to fight Venom in The Amazing Spider-Man 3. Andrew Garfield had the most abrupt end among the three Spider-Men. To Andrew Garfield, Peter Parker, Gwen Stacy's death had an intense impact for him. We never really see how he copes up with that event. We do see him in Tom Holland's Spider-Man No Way Home, but based on what we hear from the character, he's just going through with it. He doesn't really have his version of MJ. And of course, we all know how MJ dies, splat on the ground. By the way, this is just a shameless plug, because I saw Zendaya. Dude, we started watching Euphoria on HBO Max. I have slept on that series for way too long. Euphoria is magnificent, dude. You definitely need to watch Euphoria.
I've been told to watch it.
It's really good. Although you got to be prepared, because the episodes are legit like an hour and 5 minutes long. Like, they're long episodes, but they're really good. Like, it's heavy, but it's good. It's really,
it's like
really
a good version of 13 Reasons Why, I'm sure.
Pretty much, but it's really good storytelling. So kind of goes through a lot of these articles are a little bit longer. Now, Sony has heard that people do still want to see Andrew Garfield, and people do wonder if he'll ever get to meet his MJ. Here we are for the main event, Venom. Our trusted insiders have been telling us that Venom is going to appear in The Amazing Spider-Man 3. This is big. Remember that Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man wasn't able to fight any aliens, which he was disappointed about, and it looks like he might get his chance.
That was such a small, fucking quote, but, it was pretty much like both Sony and Marvel be like, bro, we got it. We got another movie.
Yeah. Sony is planning to make a film where Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man will fight Tom Hardy's Venom. For now, this is in the very early stages of planning. In other words, a lot of the details are still up in the air. As of this time, it's not yet decided if they will make the movie The Amazing Spider-Man 3 or a Venom sequel. One thing is for sure, Sony wants them to meet. Sony wants to show that Venom is an anti-hero. In other words, he will be the villain of the film. Eddie Brock is not a hero by choice, but a hero because of certain situations. Remember that Venom can fully control Eddie Brock if he needs it to happen, which is something that even I forget from time to time. Like, that is an important reminder. So there may be a point where Venom can just be a full-on villain, which is why Sony is leaning towards making The Amazing Spider-Man 3. But as I mentioned earlier, it's not final. Sony wants a Spider-Man in their universe that doesn't interfere with the MCU, and Sony understands that there is a good fan base for Andrew Garfield to return as the web slinger. But since this is not part of the MCU, Marvel Studios is not involved at this time. But that can still change, though. It depends on Marvel Studios if they want to bring the characters into the MCU on some events. We always have to keep in mind that the multiverse is already unlocked, so anything can happen. MCU characters can go to Sony's Spider-Verse and vice versa. Evidence is already in Michael Keaton's Vulture being part of Jared Leto's Morpheus. For the most part, Marvel Studios won't be involved as of now outside of Holland's appearances. But now that the multiverse is open, the audiences can easily accept that multiple Spider-Men do exist in different universes. Let's see Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man get a chance to fight an alien so he won't feel so lame. After all, he's amazing. So, there you have it. So Sony's really wanting to push Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. And you have to remember, Mikey Sutton is great. Geekosity is great. There are certain outlets in kind of our entertainment culture that they do have industry insider sources, and they are telling them things. And I have found Geekosity to be an extremely reliable source. So, Miguel, what are your thoughts? They're really wanting to push the Andrew Garfield thing with
I
Sony's
take it.
universe.
I take
I
it.
agree with
Yeah,
that.
because the way they ended No Way Home was slightly disappointed, but also it helped me. It helped the fact that like, oh, that means we're gonna, because the way they like presented, like they ended like Tobey Maguire. I'm not gonna lie, they really treated Tobey Maguire just like an ending thing, like an epilogue story in regards
Yeah,
to Tobey Maguire's. Andrew Garfield, it was like, bro, there's still hope for this man.
yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
what the whole story was. What the fact that he saved MJ and how he said
Right.
I didn't have I lost my type of MJ, but like
Yeah.
he hasn't found a relationship like MJ. Like that's the next story to
Right.
go through. And it's important for us to it's important to us as mainstream viewers because we want to see what the story continues to unfold
Yeah.
after the events of Amazing Spider-Man 2. And hey, if they want to include Venom, by all means. That would probably be a better face off than Tom Holland and Venom or
I
Tobey
agree.
Maguire and villain and Venom.
Yeah.
Like,
I see Venom fighting his Spider-Man more than any of the other two. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So, and I
100%.
don't know. I see J-Dead in the comments said if they're making this, then they need to make Toby Spidey versus Carnage, and that's true. Like I think kind of what I'm understanding is like you know, and you did. I agree with you. They did. It felt like an epilogue to Toby's trilogy, but like there's still a lot of rumors that they want to use Toby and that Toby's not going anywhere,
I
which
know.
I'm fine with. You know what I mean? I know you're kind of like leave Toby alone, like he had his time. But I mean, are you okay with them bringing Toby back still?
Hey, dog, Toby's in the screen. I'll watch it still.
I know, like it's not gonna hurt
I just
anything.
don't think
It's still great.
it would serve the story, but I'll still watch it and I'll still enjoy
Well,
it.
I think if we're moving towards Secret Wars, though, I think Toby's gonna end up being one of the seasoned Marvel characters. You know what I mean? Like they're just gonna
Mhm.
use Toby Maguire to be, he like I would love it if we did a Toby versus Carnage movie. That would be sick.
That was pretty rad.
That would be freaking sick. Um,
Who would be Carnage? Woody Harrelson again?
no, actually do Carnage right. Have Sam Raimi do Carnage. Like
Play
bring
as
Sam.
Carnage?
No, bring.
Oh, okay. I was like,
No, like bring Sam Raimi back to do a Spider-Man 4 and have Carnage in it. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Because we see
Like,
how we see how like evil or zombie Doctor Strange is gonna look in this multiverse of
yeah.
madness, bro. It looks sick, dog. So I'd be
Well,
excited to
and
see Carnage
Toby's
as it.
rumored to appear in Multiverse of Madness. He's
I
one of
take
the
that
more
too.
rumored to appear people. Like, so I'm in terms of who would fight Tom Hardy's Venom. I'm definitely okay with, uh, you know, with it being Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. I think there is an opportunity when because we look, I think at this point it'd be silly to say that the three Spider-Men are not going to meet up again at some point. I think it's pretty obvious that that's going to happen. When and how and where, I'm not 100% sure. I don't think anybody is at this point, but I think there's an opportunity there that maybe the next time the three Spider-Men meet up, Venom tags along. Tom Hardy's Venom tags along. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I don't know. The question is, how are they going to do Venom in the MCU? You know what I mean? Like how
we just got to be patient, dog.
I know, and I'm not saying I want it yet. I don't want it yet, but I do like Tom Hardy's Venom. You know, I
Hmm.
think the movies haven't been spectacular, but I like his portrayal and I like this kind of funny dynamic that he and the symbiote have.
His
So
quips, dog. His no, well, I'm
yeah,
talking about Andrew Garfield. Like Andrew Garfield's quips and like him just being Spider Man,
yeah.
it surpasses like all of the Spider Mans we've had.
I love
I
it in the
like,
Amazing Spider-Man 2 when Paul Giamatti's driving the truck, like before he has like the full Rhino costume,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he's driving the truck, and he gets on the window and he's like, And he knocks on one. He's like, "Hello, you can call me Spider-Man. You can call me Webhead. I don't care what you call me, but would you mind pulling the truck over?" Like he's just being like sarcastic. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm down for this, man. I am 100% down to see him fight Venom. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather it happen in The Amazing Spider-Man 3 or in Venom 3?
Amazing Spider-Man 3.
I would choose the same thing. I think
Yeah.
Venom Let There Be Carnage was a little bit of a letdown.
Let it be a third Venom movie. Don't know fucking how. And then after credit with Venom and Eddie Brock seeing Andrew Garfield, and then they know each other.
That's fair.
And then you have Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, so do Venom
Amazing
3 and then
Spider-Man
do
3.
Spider-Man 3. That's fair. I get that. I get it. Andy Phantom, what's going on, man? He says, "What's up, homies?"
Bro, you missed a lot.
You did. He says, "Is Will Smith gonna fight Venom?"
Bro, I would. Bro,
that's pretty good.
Actually, I think you know what. Now that I think about it, I think Venom has a hold on Will Smith. That was Venom be like, slap him. Just saying.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Oh man. So yeah, guys, let us know your thoughts on Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man fighting Venom. Again, Geekosity is a very trusted industry insider source in the kind of this entertainment Twitter world we're living in. Now, Miguel, this last story of the night. Indie Phantom, no, we are not talking about Morbius. Actually, we are
not yet.
We haven't seen Morbius, but we were just talking earlier about the reviews. Just sound god awful. I mean, people are tearing it. There was there was a meme that I saw on I forget. There was a meme I saw on Instagram today, and it was like, y'all need to be careful out there. I had 2 Morbius tickets in my car, and somebody broke in. They left me 2 more. I just thought that was funny. I was like, man, people are dogging on it. Like, it's really bad. So I don't know.
Look, I'm pretty sure it's just going to be another. It's just going to be another. It's just going to be another Venom movie where it's like either you love it or you hate it. I'm sure some people are going to like it. Some people are just going to fucking despise it. So it's just a matter of which one you want.
Well, from what I understand, it's
a coin toss.
It's so lukewarm that it's just like it's just not. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know. I thought the trailers looked good, even though we've gotten like 19 different trailers for it. But